doing this yet. I plan on waiting for the game to finish. I plan on doing what I always do and just opening the game and having it pop up and go through the intros and everything. But of course, because the whole fucking problem, because the whole this whole this game is giving me even more reasons to fucking hate it ever since I decided to stream it just to talk to you guys about it. Right? Cuz you guys all remember way back when I tried to stream it the first time and it was like, "Oh, the fucking Switch is going to explode if it's on for more than 2 seconds, so we can't play this. We can't stream this. You have to put it in handheld mode if you want to play anything on this." Well, guess what? I got a whole fucking upgrade to my Switch now. The Switch 2, just so that I could actually properly stream Switch games. And now, like, every fucking game, I have to go through this update. And it's taking forever. Remember when games worked day one? Dude, I fucking hate how much technology has quote-unquote advanced since then. Because, like, Jesus, man. No updates, no patches, they just worked. Oh, it's insane how much things have fucking backpedaled since then. I'm a little upset about it. But yeah, so I was trying to get all this set up before I could do it, but then the game was like, "Oh, you have to update." And I was like, "Okay, fine. Just make it quick. Your update will be finished in 2 hours." I have 2 minutes. Are you fucking kidding me? I use my Switch like once a week, and every time I turn it on, it's like, "Oh, looks like you need a system update. Go do that, loser." I know, right? But yeah, anyone who thought that the stream went out for a second, that's because it did. I had to switch my PC to frickin' Wi-Fi mode and use the connector directly into the Wi-Fi extender or into the internet extender on my Switch just to update this fucking thing in a reasonable amount of time. Because otherwise it would have taken an hour or 2 hours, and I just wouldn't have been able to stream today. So yeah, this is just, we haven't even started the stream yet, technically, and we have already found another reason as to why you should play the original, any of the original versions of Battle for Bikini Bottom over Rehydrated, so you don't have to go through this shit every time. Every fucking time. Like, why we gotta do that every week? I don't know. You would think they would just fucking update their system and it would be ready. Alright, enough ranting from me. I'm gonna let the intro play out, except for when we get to the title screen, where the show's theme song is gonna play, and I'm gonna have to start talking so I don't get a copyright claim. And I'll probably get one anyway, because fuck me, I guess. I didn't mute TV. Oh god, there it is. Oh, hey, let's roll right in the game. Hey everybody, I'm that one person. Welcome back. Yes, I get it. Oh, right. Welcome back to SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Oh, that's a lot of words. Thank you for the nothing.
Welcome to Bikini Bottom, a normally peaceful undersea sanctuary. Today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
Today is the big day. I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula. And if Bikini Bottom happens to get demolished in the process, oh well. With my brand new Duplicatotron 3000, I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command. One last review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1, is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing? Oh, no, wait! But I'm your master! I made you! No! Oh, my good China!
Another perfect day playing robots and racehorses.
Yeah, only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine Robo Jr. or Zorlon or maybe Frankie.
Yeah, these unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you.
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's great, Patrick.
So we put the toy robots in here.
Okay.
Then we say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with.
But, Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did.
So, okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wiesna Tikitana Fushbar Griddle Bits von Wiederschnauzer, but I kept forgetting it.
Are you sure this'll work?
Sure. Last week, I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry. So I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell. Then I said the magic wishing word and shook it. And in the morning, I had lots of little cookie crumbs.
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best day ever.
Good night, Spongebob.
Good night, Patrick.
The next morning.
Gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with... Wow! Gary, did you do that?
Okay, one more second. There's gonna be some dialogue, and then I'll.
Yeah,
say
Gary.
things.
It sure looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess.
We're gonna pause right there for a second. Okay, first off, I forgot to switch my Wi-Fi back, or my internet back to my PC. We might cut out for a second here when I connect this, so give me a second. 3, 2, 1. We good? Did we disconnect? I think we're fine. Okay. Secondly, I wanted to read this chat message. Like, don't get me wrong, the models here look better than any other SpongeBob game, but man, do these characters not look nearly as good in 3D as they do in 2D. I actually was thinking about something while that cutscene was going by. Sure, these models look a lot more HD and everything, but like, honestly, I feel like a lot of the characters' like facial expressions and emotions just kind of felt off, or like they just didn't have any. Like, compared to the original one, they're actually really good at getting the expressions. The expressions across. I cannot speak today. I feel like the original did a really good job of getting a lot of the expressions across. You could tell what the characters were supposed to feel like and everything. Here, I feel like a lot of the time they're just kind of like blankly staring off into the distance, or like just kind of have like no expression, at least in that cutscene. And there was a whole myriad of other issues with that cutscene too, like the fact that every time they switched scenes there was like a shitload of texture pop in and everything. And it felt very awkward, I will say. It didn't feel as great as the original one, honestly. But with that being said, I get what you mean when you say, like, the characters don't look as good in 3D as they do in 2D. That's just kind of a big problem with a lot of these 2D... Just any game that has 2D characters that tries to translate them to 3D for a 3D game, I feel like it never really looks perfect, you know? It's always going to be slightly off, just because the art styles don't really mix that well. They don't translate.
What a fantastic idea! These signs will provide important tips to help me out.
The Simpsons is also a very good example of this, like with the Simpsons game, or the Simpsons Hit and Run, or any Simpsons game that's in 3D. HD 3D graphics be like, no, you're right. 100% you're right. Oh god, it's getting mixed up on the screen.
How do I read the signs? Oh, okay. Press this button to read the signs. So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and press this button. I'd better get started now, Gary. I think that this is going to be a very long day.
Yeah, yes, whatever. Okay. So, I have feelings about this game, and not a lot of them are positive. I would like to point out one more thing about that cutscene while we're still kind of close to that. Because this is a small detail, but it kind of matters. So in that intro, at the very end, when SpongeBob pops out of one of these two doors, the camera pans over here and sees this, right? Here's the thing. He goes from his bedroom to this door. This door is his closet. In the original game, he pops out of this door. This door leads to his bedroom. So you're telling me that he just fucking moved his bedroom to his closet for this one cutscene? Because I think it's much more believable that the developers just fucked up. And we're going to be nitpicking a lot this playthrough. Let him come out of the closet. He can come out, well, I mean, he already has come out of the closet. Isn't he, like, canonically aromantic, asexual? Good for him. Really putting those LGBTQ tag that I have to work here today. Thank you, Mr. SquarePants. But my point is, how do you fuck that up? You know, you watch the cutscene for reference, right?
It shines!
That's a big difference, I feel like. Like, if we walk up to this, I can't open it yet.
I make myself a snack, but there's no time!
Okay, we go over here,
I
we
make
open
myself
it.
a snack, but there's no time!
Where's his bedroom? Where's the bedroom, chat? Happy Pride Month, SpongeBob. Happy Pride Month, chat, even though it's not Pride Month. But any month is Pride Month if you're prideful enough, I guess. Oh, but yeah, I've just been kind of ranting about the game and haven't actually gotten to, like, any of my personal feelings and, like, my history with this game. Here's the thing. When this was first revealed, I was honestly pretty excited because it looked decent. It looked good. I know very little about Battle for Bikini Bottom and even less about the remake, but, like, did they fix Mr. Krabs? No, they used all of the original line, all of the original...
I make myself a snack, but there's no time!
Okay, that's another problem. Every fucking time you walk in the kitchen, he says that.
I make myself a snack, but there's no time!
Okay, no, he doesn't interrupt himself, but he'll say it every fucking time. They kept all of the same voice actors. And I would like to point out that this game, the remake, came out while the voice actor for Mermaid Man was still alive. They could have fixed both Mr. Krabs and Mermaid Man. They just left it.
A note from Mr. Krabs!
And here's my proof that they just
And it
completely
even
did not
smells
bother
sweaty,
with the
just like
dialogue
him.
changes.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob!
That's
As a
Mr.
faithful
Krabs.
crew member of the Krusty Krab, you've been, promoted to head shiny object collector.
Wow! A promotion!
That's right, a promotion! So what this here new job entails is you collecting
That
all
is
these
not
shiny
mine, Mr.
objects
Krabs.
that the robots are leaving
I
behind
mean,
and bringing them to
well,
me.
first off...
Now stop seahorsing around and get busy collecting.
Okay, first off, chat. How's the voices compared to my voice? Like the audio, I mean. Right? It seems like the gameplay is fine, but the voices seem pretty loud. What do you think?
I make myself a snack,
Oh my
but
god.
there's no
I'm gonna lose my
time!
mind if he says that he's gonna make himself a snack. Audio is a little louder than you, okay. But yeah, when I first saw that this game was being made, I was honestly pretty excited because this is a really good game, or at least the original one was. And it looked decent from, like, what little they were showing, even if it looked a little bit off in places.
Sometimes pushing
Like,
a single
was...
button is
oh,
the most
wow.
satisfying.
Really?
Push, push,
Really?
push, push.
From what I've heard, this game was apparently rushed
This is where I keep all
to
my
keep
old
up with the
comic
release
books.
of the
This is where I
SpongeBob
keep all
movie
my
Sponge
old
on the
comic
Run,
books.
I think. Is he gonna say that every few seconds? Did they make it worse? Because I don't remember these audio issues happening before where he keeps saying the exact same line every fucking time. But yeah. I was keeping an eye on this game. I was waiting for it to come out. I thought, oh, well, it looks a little janky. But it seems fine. They're probably going to patch up some of the issues when it comes to release. They did not. They did not fix, like, any of it. It's insane. Like, this game honestly feels far worse than the original in pretty much every single way. Like, a lot of it just, you can tell that it was rushed, I suppose. Also, a funny thing about the fact that the game was apparently rushed to be released at the same time as that one SpongeBob movie, the movie got delayed because, COVID happened. So, fucking, the game came out, and the movie didn't. Anyways, can't believe Mr. Krabs got replaced with Sir Crustacean. I suppose so. But yeah, not only does, like, every single part of this game feel a lot worse, there's also, like, a lot of small details that were removed. So, for example, in the original, SpongeBob's closet also had his pants. And if you hit them, they would move. Just look at how much they're moving in this version. Wow, incredible attention to detail from these guys. I'll be pointing out a lot of small things and just general complaints. But it's like, this is not a good remake. I'm just gonna say that outright. They stole our pants jiggle physics. I mean, it wasn't really jiggle physics. It was like a specific animation that happened when you hit the pants. But also, it's like, that's all they could really do with the technology at the time, I suppose.
Breaking news! Bikini Bottom residents have been attacked by a raging torrent of robot horror!
So much for fixing this quietly.
Authorities are not sure who is responsible for unleashing the mechanical menaces, but they have assured us that the person is in big, big trouble!
Uh-oh.
Did I say big trouble? I meant so enormous that it's hard to comprehend trouble! We'll keep you posted as this tragic story unfolds. Tragically, we're sure.
I feel like every time I do a new thing in this, I'm seeing, like, more things that I didn't even remember being an issue before. Like, I don't know if it's just that they've released updates that have made the game worse, or if it's just always been this fucking terrible, but I'm just getting dumbfounded by how just not great this version is.
There's nothing like the sounds
at
of
all
your
that
own
poppin'.
neighborhood.
Go away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh, Plankton? Well, you won't get away with it.
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know. Not for me, though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things. They even bent all my spoons. I love those spoons like they were my children.
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they bend all my forks?
Not the forks! Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you could get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams.
You've got a deal.
Okay. I will say, it's
I
nice
love
finally
opening
playing a
presents.
game where I don't have to do the voice acting myself for once in a while. Because, my god. I'm getting sick and tired of having to constantly talk, and I'm glad that I finally have a chance to just, like, shut up. I'm glad I can shut up once in a while. Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, no, I'll wait until people are back, so I want to say this.
Hey, Spongebob! I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand.
Bubble buddy.
You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant...
Alright, fucking whatever. If anyone actually cares about watching me play this game legit, or normally, go check out my YouTube, because a few years ago... Oh god. A few years ago, back on YouTube, I did a full playthrough of the better Battle for Bikini Bottom on GameCube. So if you want me to actually be engaged and care about the game, there you go. But anyway, I would like to talk about the one good thing that this game has over the original. If you hold the right trigger and then move, you'll automatically sneak instead of having to just move the stick slightly. This is actually really convenient. I like that. That is the only thing I like about this game over the original. This game is a mess. It's a mess, it's not very fun. And it is painful how slow you... Ugh. It is painful how slow you move. It doesn't look all that bad, but if you compare it to the original, it is, like, significantly slower. You can tell and you can feel, and it just feels like you're moving through fucking molasses compared to the original game. And I hate it. And no, I will not do a SpongeBob voice. And yes, I am a coward.
Hey, Patrick. Nice sock.
What sock?
Yeah, what sock? There's supposed to be a sock here. They nerfed the speedrunners. Oh, they absolutely did not nerf the speedrunners.
The one you're standing on.
Oh, that one. It's lost.
You can't just not have the sock there, and then start talking about the sock. That's why they had it there in the... Alright.
Well, if
I'm gonna
that
stop
one's
fucking playing that
lost,
stupid
where are your
petty
other
shit like
socks?
that.
Well, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back.
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for?
Okay, then. For every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster.
You mean spatula?
Bless you.
Hey, you!
But yeah,
Patrick needs to
they
do
absolutely
laundry.
did not nerf the speedrunners. Hey, yeah, I know. Because when this game first came out, it would have been really funny if the cutscene ended after just what sock, and that was it, just the end of the dialogue. Honestly, it would have. Okay, I get it. Did you notice the fact that I skipped the tutorial in SpongeBob's house earlier? Because that means I don't want to see it. Don't force it in my face again. And I know people who have played both versions are going to point out
pushing a simple button
that they
is the most
also
satisfying.
have those
Push,
squirrel
push,
text show up
push,
here
push.
in the original. But guess what? They just have it pop up in the bottom of the screen and don't have
Now
it
I can
stop
wear
you
4
dead in
pairs
your
of underwear.
tracks.
This is great.
Okay, great,
I
thank
feel like a new sponge.
They just have it float there for a second as you're underneath it to remind you, instead of having it stop you dead in your tracks. Like this one feels the need to. God, I need to give myself any bit of leverage that I can with this fucking game. So I'm going to... No, I'm not. Because I can't fucking change the sensitivity of... Okay, sure, don't let me change the camera sensitivity and have it move slow as hell. And I can't change the controls. Awesome, great. There's only one thing a game hates more than a lack of tutorials and instruction, and that's tutorials and instructions. Oh, like, here's the thing. I get it. Tutorials are important. That's good, I get it. But if you're gonna have the option for us to not do them, don't fucking stop me later when I choose to not do them. You know? Like, if I skip the tutorial intentionally, and I regret it later, that's on me. I will take full responsibility for that. don't fucking force me into the tutorial anyway.
The rolling green hills of Jellyfish Fields. A place to experience nature
God,
at its most raw.
I remember the
and sometimes
pop-in
a
being
bit
bad.
tender from the
I don't
stings.
remember it being literally everything has to pop in every fucking time. Holy shit. But yeah, as I've been trying to say, no, they did not nerf the speedrunners. If anything, they helped the speedrunners with the release of this fucking game. We get it. Squidward's hurt. We need King Jellyfish Jelly from the top of the mountain. Yada yada yada. We get it, okay? I think every game should have an I know more than you button that just skips all the tutorials and prevents any sort of helpful pop-ups from appearing in the game. I mean, like, a helpful pop-up I feel like is an actually good thing. But just don't have it completely stop movement. You know, like the original game did. Because, again, both of those pop-ups were in the original. They just didn't stop you from moving. They just showed up and stayed on screen while you were in the relevant area.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
It's almost like that's how you're supposed to give a slight pop-up like that. Instead of just
like a new
stopping the
sponge.
game dead.
I love opening presents.
We're gonna be yelling about this for a while, apparently. Jesus. Alright, anyway. Yeah, when this game released, not only did they not nerf the speedrunners, they completely fucking
Just
broke the
my
speedrun of this
size.
game. Because somehow,
You've just met the
some way,
Sponginator.
when this game first released, you could complete it without doing, like, any of the game. They literally just let you fucking skip straight to the final boss. Like, the moment you ended the first cutscene, motherfuckers were literally just pausing the game a few times, and then they're at the final boss, and it just gave them all of their upgrades and power-ups and everything. Like, how? You know? I don't know, man. I'm not a game developer, and I know that this shit's kind of hard because I've done similar things. I've tried game development from time to time, haven't released anything, haven't actually made any actual games, but, like, Jesus. But is ketchup strat still in this game? I can almost guarantee you no. Because mine is on a cartridge, and most other versions are probably digital. The music is really quiet. Is that just me? It's all the way up. I literally cannot make the music any louder. Maybe it's just because I'm... Maybe it's just because I like that issue.
Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Put ketchup in the cartridge hole. I'm not gonna damage my Switch 2, thanks. I had to pay $500 fucking for this thing, so I'm not gonna break it. It is just you, we can hear the music fine. Okay. I think it's just because I have to... Words. It's because I have to hear the music through the computer as opposed to through the actual game, so I can't just hear it on my TV. But yeah. But I feel like, I mean, if not discovered first, at the very least, they should have, like, had some sort of way so that something like that couldn't happen. So that people could just skip to the end of the game immediately. No, I'm not gonna put ketchup in my fucking Switch 2. I don't care how many fucking gift subs I get. If you want to fucking do something for subscribers, do that. I'm not gonna put ketchup in my fucking Switch 2 cartridge hole, though, alright? That's your option. That's been there for a while, by the way.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Why don't you put fucking ketchup into your Switch 2, huh? Why don't you pay $500 fucking for a Switch 2 and then put ketchup in it? And then tell me how it goes, Arizona. You think I fucking got the money for this thing by fucking wasting $500 and then putting ketchup in the thing that I fucking paid $500 for? Oh, you can't get that. You can't get that. Fuck. Oh, good. You have to load every time you die. That's wonderful. That's great. Anyway, I completely lost track of the fucking subject because Arizona was being a dumbass. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I totally and completely... That's right. We were talking about the fucking terrible bug that they just somehow left in and then later patched out. I feel like if you make a mistake like that, like one that you have to specifically go out of your way to do anyway, but it's like you should just leave it in if people are having fun with it at that point. But of course they patch it out. So not only did they make a massive mistake, but now once people were actually enjoying it, oh, let's get rid of it. That's cool. Just don't understand the logic they had. I don't know. It's complicated. But what I will like to say is, last stream, at around this part of the game, we started talking about the graphics. Which is kind of a complicated issue. I don't know how to feel about the graphics. I mean, like, obviously, I personally don't think that they're terrible. I don't like them as much as the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, of course. But at the same time, the graphical style and everything, I get what they were going for. They changed it just because this is what the show looks more like now. And sure, I don't watch the show now, so that's something completely different and a whole different situation to worry about. But, like, I don't know. Like, I get it. I feel like we can let it slide because that actually has, like, a decent reason behind it. Even if I do think the original art style was better, because it reflected the show at that time, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I remember some people just thinking it was way too bright and colorful, which, yeah, I get it. I feel that. Well, like, besides just the graphics, like the art style, there's a lot of issues with the graphics themselves, honestly. Like I've mentioned before, during the same stream, that there's a lot of, like, texture pop-in, or just the faces and characters and everything just don't look as expressive. They look a little, like, I don't know. Also, there's that. That's something.
Hey, Gary, what's shaking? Meow! Meow! Wow! A bungee jump for a golden spatula! I must be in heaven!
I don't know. Is she gonna do that every time? Bro. But yeah. Another thing that I really wasn't a fan of with the remake is the way they did the dialogue animations. They feel very sudden and janky. Right? And the other game, it felt a bit more smooth. But in this one, they just kind of, like, snap to these different dialogue, or different poses at random points. It felt more like there was more of a transition behind it, I suppose. And believe me, I'm stumbling on my words. Believe me, there are far, far worse examples of things just snapping to the correct position. I assure you, we will be getting to that later. It looks terrible. It's like they updated the models and the colors and everything. Do you think I can roll the Spongebob one? You did! Good job! nailed it. Yeah, nice job. Everything just feels so slow in this version, honest to God. Sorry. But yeah, there's a lot of instances of things just snapping to the correct animation when need be. Or things that just don't feel as good or anything. Right? And the game just feels so slow, and it's just... This is what they thought was an acceptable remake of this game. Gotta go fast. I fucking wish I could. Look at this.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Like, I don't fucking know, man. I guess I'm just trying to get a lot of my complaints out of the way right off the bat, so we can just kind of hang out and talk casually. But Jesus. Also, this wasn't even something that I noticed. This was something that I found out later. How later, you might ask? Well, it was when I was making the Spongebob confetti. Wow, look at that, it's all coming together. So funny thing, in the original version of the game, those audience cheers in the background, there was apparently 3 different versions that each have a specific character being referenced in them. Like, you can just barely hear them saying a specific character's voice, or a specific character's name, right? This one only has SpongeBob, because the developers didn't do enough research, and apparently just forgot that was a thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna complain too much, because I didn't even know either. But, like, if you're remaking a game, you would think you would have stumbled upon these 2 weird audio files that seem like they could be used in this one instance, and just aren't. Maybe you should add that in if you notice that. Maybe you should have noticed that.
I feel like a new sponge. Cha-ching!
I don't know. I don't think... I keep getting fucking roped into a bunch of different conversations and different topics. I don't think I ever finished up with my history of this game. Because, believe me, as I said, I was excited for this game when I first heard it was coming out. I got it like day 1, physically, in store, at Target. And boy, do I wish I hadn't wasted my money on it. I think the biggest thing that bothered me, just the absolute worst thing that got to me the most, was the fact that on the back of the box and like all the trailers and just everywhere, they kept advertising and making a whole big deal. Unused content restored! We put the stuff that was unused in the original back into the game. They didn't even fucking bother. They added a shitty multiplayer mode that just kind of uses the aesthetic from some of those as like crappy platforms and just called it a day. And just left that straight up false advertising on all the boxes and everything. And it's just insane. Honestly, just every part of this
Patrick
game
needs to do laundry.
just feels so unpolished and janky and just... It just doesn't feel like it's finished at all. Like, they shouldn't have released it in this state, I feel like. It just feels not great at all. I don't know, man. And we will have more things to talk about. More problems with this game throughout the entire game. Well, you see, they had to get it out for the movie. How else will they sell it? I don't know, probably by waiting for the movie to be released, since that was also delayed. So they just released the game instead of the movie, as opposed to both of them at once. Or, you know, maybe just don't release a complete... Maybe don't force yourself to rush a game to make it on time with a completely unrelated movie that has nothing to do with any of this. I mean, I don't know. Just maybe you could have something relevant Alright, I know that you guys said that the music sounds
I
fine,
love opening presents.
and that it's just me. I don't know,
Patrick will be glad
right?
to have this back.
Because I wasn't saying that because
That was a
I
ton
thought
of
the
fun.
music
I should
was
do it again
quiet.
sometime.
so much so as I feel like in comparison to the sound effects and voices and everything, the music is like barely there. You know? Yeah, that looks like a great turning animation. Absolutely no actual connection to where he's going. Just have him snap to the side. Ah, Christ. I don't know. Okay, well. That was not intentional. I was readjusting myself in my chair. Anyway, we have to go back because I still didn't get the song up there. Also, real good animation. I'm not too sorry, honestly. I feel bad for making you guys have to constantly hear me complaining about how that grass is fading in once we're getting close, and how everything here is sand as opposed to the bright grassy hills of the original,
Another find for Patrick.
which looked a lot better, honestly. But like, in the original game, when you jumped in here, there would be like an animation of the flaps closing and the box shaking, and then you would pop out of the other one. Here it just like fades you out and then fades you back in. Great job, guys. The slide music was pretty quiet, the voices are still a bit loud, sometimes Spongebob drowns you out when he yells. Hopefully that'll do something. I mean, like, I get that they wanted the voices to be heard, but some of us want to hear more than just the voices. Okay, sure. Just straight up tell players. Okay, this is... Thank you for having that entirely new tutorial text for stating the exact, incredibly obvious things that was originally shown in just a quick, smooth cutscene in the original without having any dialogue. Because no shit, the red buttons behind the things are clearly supposed to be what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, sparkly.
That's immediately after you fix the audio,
pushing a
so I
simple
can't give
button is the
feedback.
most satisfying. Push, push,
But
push,
fuck
push.
this one gambling ad in particular.
Fresh like
Yeah,
a
that's
spring
fair.
breeze. I feel like a new sponge.
God, it's honestly insane how they made a character that's supposed to be, like, light, like, canonically supposed to be, like, light and soft and everything, feel just so heavy and slow in this game. It's insane to me. It's honestly, like, as bad as fucking Kirby 64 was, but at least that one was, like, a decent game with some neat ideas and stuff. This one's just a really bad remake. I know I'm like, let's go gambling. I know I'm like the let's go gambling girly, but man, this particular ad makes me want to lobby against gambling. You know what? I feel it. There's always like some ads, some specific ads that they're just infuriating to deal with and show up constantly.
Tartar
And
sauce.
just so goddamn annoying to a point where it's not like you have anything against the general concept or the product they're selling, but you still want that thing fucking banned and burned just because you're so sick of this fucking ad. I've honestly been there so many fucking times. It's just the worst. Fucking... I keep looking away for like a split second and then I keep missing. And then we have to sit through a loading screen every
Go
single
SpongeBob.
time.
Go SpongeBob. Go SpongeBob.
Like, why does this one even have a loading screen, you know? The original one was fine. It didn't have a loading screen. You just died, it would fade out, and then it would fade you back
Hey,
in.
SpongeBob.
Whew. Thank goodness you're safe, Patrick.
Well, of course, SpongeBob. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, the robots and the...
Oh yeah, I found this for you. I don't know what it is, but it looks important.
Thanks, Patrick. I tell you what, all that running around has left me pooped. What?
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Whatever.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
Gambling addiction over thanks to capitalism hell. You know what? That's a good way to fix things, I suppose. Honestly, it's insane how effective advertising can be against what they're trying to sell me, honestly.
boy. So bright.
Like
so
I've mentioned before,
shiny.
I hate smoking. I hate smokers. The whole thing is just terrible. It's just straight up murder to people around you and yourself. I have considered smoking simply because of how some smoking ads are just so genuinely painful and annoying to deal with. I haven't, obviously, but like it's that fucking shit sometimes. Man, the writing of this game is so shit, / don't know what it is, literally offered you one in exchange for socks. Man, the writing of this game is so shit. I mean, like, if you're coming to a Spongebob game for, like, top-tier writing, regardless of which one it is, let's be real, bro. What are you doing? No, I don't want to aim there. The writing of this game's code, though, I'm fully confident in saying it's total dog shit. Oh, thank you for the lurk. I will see you later.
Uh-oh, this one goes boom.
Wait, is that like the... Hang on. I just noticed something. Is that them saying that they've added in the unused content? Because they have, like, one line for the fucking tikis being seen? Let me check something. I'm actually pulling up the cutting room floor right now. I actually need to fucking check this right now. Unused audio. Okay. Unused dialogue. Yep. That's... Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Okay, so apparently they, quote-unquote, did add in unused content. AKA the only thing that they did was make it so that certain fucking lines of dialogue that were unused in the original are used here. Awesome. Great. That's totally what we thought you meant when you straight up advertised that you were going to be putting in the unused levels and everything that you promised us. That's totally what we thought you meant when you said that. You know, when you said that you weren't doing that. And we're doing something actually important.
Whoa!
I mean, fuck, dude. Forgive me for saying this, but back in my day, false advertising was considered a crime. But I guess we can just get away with it every single day now just because it makes money. Jesus.
That's much better.
Why are you not grabbing? Okay, sure. Is there just no way to get that for some reason? You're supposed to be able to jump across from there, but I guess they... I'm not gonna give the developers of this any fucking... any forgiveness for this shit. This game sucks. Honest to God, this is terrible. Like, a little while ago, I was going through and replaying the original version. God, that was so nice. That was so fun and enjoyable. And I felt like I could actually play the game. and everything didn't feel like it was janky like this. But nope, this is what we're doing. Just because I said that I was gonna stream it again at some point, once I got a Switch that doesn't overheat every 2 minutes. I'm regretting my life choices, honestly, just by having to play this game again. I'll be honest with you, chat. We might not even finish this game. Originally, the plan was to just go through and complain about every little problem, and how it... and one in particular that really, just really needed to be talked about, because I haven't seen anyone mention it, but it caused a huge fucking issue for me personally. But, like, I don't even know if I'm gonna have the willpower to get that far. Honest to God. This game really does just feel
Gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
unfinished. It's ridiculous. I remember this, though.
Have you been lonely out there all alone?
In fact, I've been missing a few of the problems that I've been meaning to talk about, just because I've been getting wrapped up talking about other problems. If I was one of the fucking QA testers for this... I'm fucking tripping over my words. If I was the QA tester for this game, this shit would not fly. At all. Like, I would straight up say, like, you need to redo everything. You fucked it up bad. No one is going to like this remake. And you know what? Most people did not like this remake, and other people who played this first instead of the remake, they just don't get why the original game is so good, because this one is shit. Like, they're just permanently soured on the concept of the game as a whole because of how bad the remake was. And they just thought, oh, well, if the actual game is like this, then I don't want to play the original. It could only be jankier. But no, it is not. Anyone who was thinking about playing the original, but played the remake instead and thought, well, this is terrible, I'm just not gonna play it. Do yourself a favor. Play the original. I'm serious. This one is a shit show, and you're just much better off playing the actual fucking Xbox, PS2, GameCube. Hell, there's probably... I know the PC and GameCube versions are like... or PC and Game Boy Advance versions are completely different games. Probably still better than this one, though. Because the bar is pretty fucking low. Honest to God, the bar is pretty low here.
The robot go boom!
Alright. I'm getting a little... I'm going a little bit aggressive with it.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
But man...
Ouch!
I'm not gonna say I'm not getting a little too excessive with how aggressive I'm getting with this. But you know what? If you had to put up with this shit...
Hey, my back feels better.
You would probably... Thank you
tartar
for not
sauce.
attacking, Patrick. You'd probably be getting a little annoyed, too. What? I was just fucking dumbfounded by watching that jellyfish float backwards. So it fucking got a
That's
free
much
hit off
better.
on me, so that's nice.
Ooh!
Come on.
Sweet as a whistle.
This game definitely feels like it was made just for, like, the trailers and everything, where they could just show off, look at how fancy the graphics are and everything. And then as little gameplay as was shown in the trailer as possible, the better. That's probably how I got, honestly. Honest to God, they probably just didn't show very much of the gameplay. Or just showed what few parts possibly worked correctly.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear
And I just
fits
didn't
quite
think
right.
anything of it.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
Come on!
That's much better.
Okay. I miss when the loading
Ahoy
screen...
there!
Okay.
Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish.
I miss when the loading screens in the original game would stop the music, so that way you didn't just obviously hear it immediately loop the song from the beginning when you move to the next area. I think you would have like some ocean ambience instead or something. Or just water ambience, I guess. I don't remember.
Yes?
Good thing, too. That monster has been stinging all my good customers in their poop decks. I hear that you can find him up top of Old Sport Mountain here. Go hook that beast, sailor!
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do.
Why is he so small? What the hell? I don't remember him being this small in like either in the game or in the show. What the hell? I just feel like so many parts of this game just don't look anywhere near as good as the original. Like, sure, the models and the textures are... I'm stuck in the wall.
Ouch!
I am stuck in the wall. Completely stuck. Sure, the textures and the models are a higher fidelity, but, like, the animations just don't look very good. A lower res model with a better animation will always look better than a higher res model with a shit animation on it. I'd hate to say it, but this game is a prime example of that. Are we seriously just... Alright. You know what, chat? I want to ask your opinion. Honestly, if there's anyone there right now... Should we just stop? Should we just end the stream now? Should we just stop the stream now and just never play this game on stream again?
Ouch! Whoa!
Okay. Whoa, I got knocked out? What do you mean I got knocked out? How'd I get out of there? Alright, I've added a 2-minute poll. And I guess while you guys are voting on that, I'll just keep going. I just feel like... Right...
So shiny!
If we do decide to just end it, I mean, I might try to power through to like 2 hours. But if you guys do want it to end on this one part and just never stream this again, for one thing, I would not complain. And for another, I'll try to, like, talk about a few other stories that I had planned for later on. One of them's one hell of an interesting tale with this game. Because, my god. It's interesting, and I
This
wanted to
one
save
goes
it for
boom.
much later.
It went boom!
When it would actually show up. But I guess we might just have to do it here instead, so... Because I'm not sure how much more this I can take.
Ooh, a present in every one!
Like, I still don't think that this is the worst game I've ever played, because we already have a specific other game ready for that. Which, that's also a very, very rough game. We'll talk about that if we ever get to that.
Oh, Mrs. Puff.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job for you to do.
But I feel like this one's different. Like, it's pretty bad. It's not as bad as the other one, but this one's pretty bad, if not purely because this is like a beloved childhood game for many, and they fucked it real bad.
I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it.
Sure enough, Mrs. Puff.
Like, I feel like a remake always kind of has, like, somewhat of a... Like, it has a higher standard to make it up to. Right? Because obviously you still have to try to make it as good as the original game that it was based off of. And, like, if you screw it up, like this, then suddenly that game is just immediately going to be a lot more infamous. For good reason, admittedly. But, I mean, Jesus.
Clear as a whistle.
That doesn't automatically mean that every bad remake is immediately forgiven just because, well, you had higher standards to make it up to.
Up we go.
No, you still fucked it up. Right? You still are a failure.
Again.
It's just you were also kind of put in an unfair situation that makes your inadequacies seem even worse than before. Also, this is something that really bothered me. For some reason, they made the ham on these guys' weapons. You know, the ones that's supposed to be a literal ham being used as a hammer. They just made it metal. Just completely removed that the whole pun because it's no longer
That's
ham.
much better.
And back. Did anybody even vote on the poll? Where is it? Your results. Nobody voted. Awesome. Had to go get food, got Taco Bell. Well, what you missed was me putting up a poll on whether or not I should go through and beat this whole game, or if I could just be freed from my hell. And literally nobody voted, because for the record, I did not up the chances for any of the confetti. She just got really lucky to have gotten the same one twice and have it also both be the Spongebob. Just a really weird coincidence. But yeah. So I asked chat if they wanted to let me free from my hell, and there was no one here, so nobody voted. So I guess I'm stuck doing this. Random Chance respects the bit. Since when? When has Random Chance ever respected the bit? I've never seen it happen. Alright. Let's use the one good thing about this game. Wow,
love
you don't
opening
have...
presents.
Okay, well, it still doesn't work. The one good thing about this game doesn't even work properly, because if you attack, then it takes you out of the running mode. Cool and good game design. It takes you out of it just long enough to fucking trigger things that would need to be hit by you while sneaking. Which is just great.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
On one hand, would love to see you suffer. On the other, you already played this game. Yeah, I played a much better version all the way back on my YouTube. Not to plug that again, but like... God, that was so much better. I enjoyed that so much more. Ah, fuck. Well, maybe if the camera would move when I try to move it.
Go go, SpongeBob. It's your birthday. Tartar sauce! The horror!
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, now it... Okay. Awesome, game. When I fucking knocked the robot into it the first time, completely
You've
unaffected.
just met the
When I knock it in the
Sponginator.
second time, then it's like, oh, it fucking hit it. The thing's gonna explode now. I mean, Jesus. So, like, I'll say it's up to you if you finish this, or just let the stream go 1 or 2 off. Alright, if it's up to me, honestly, I'm gonna shoot for an hour 30, and then we're just gonna wrap it up.
I feel like
So,
a
you
new
know what?
sponge.
Let's go over some of the stories I was planning on saving for later. Because there are some
Like a
interesting
spring
ones.
breeze.
One big complaint that I had about this game was the fact that they put a lot of effort into implementing a lot of the memes from the show into the game when it wasn't there originally. I think the one in particular that really bothered me, hang on a second, because I don't want you guys to be looking at my Switch when I don't want you guys to. There was this one cave in Jellyfish Fields that has, like, these cave paintings, you know? Just generic cave paintings that... But it was neat that they put in the effort to make, like, something that would kind of be like an actual cave painting from the actual... Like, you know, something that you would see in universe as, like, an actual cave painting. You know? How do I fucking organize this by game? I don't know how to work the Switch 2 thing. Okay, there it is. Right? It was just a neat little implementation of this one cave trying to look like that. And then also, just a lot of the idle animations were fine. This is what we have now. This is what we have now. They put all this time and effort into this shit, rather than, I don't know, making the game feel good. This was your big concern? Really, my guy? That's what you wanted to do? This is a genuine screenshot from my genuine copy on my Switch 1. That was their big concern with this game. Rather than making the game, I don't know, not play like this. I mean, Jesus. But on top of that, when this game released, it was an infamously buggy mess. There were so many issues, none of which were in the original, and all of which were just so insane that they actually managed to get into the actual game. Like, I've already mentioned that people could literally just jump from the very beginning of the game to the very end of the game. But, like, Jesus. I do enjoy memes, but there is a fine line between referencing fun community meme and hello, fellow kids, cringe fest, and this game sadly crosses that line a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Thank you. If I get one more gambling ad, I swear. I know, man. Both the advertising thing and the whole... This game crosses over into how do you do fellow kids territory constantly. It's insane. And the fact that they were spending all their time instead of fixing the thousands of glitches that this game had on release, is just insane to me, you know?
I
Like,
feel like a
what
new
the hell,
sponge.
man? That's the best you could do here? But I want to talk about one very specific glitch. One that affected me
Like a spring
personally.
breeze.
And from what I can tell,
Love opening
only
presents.
me personally, when I first played this game, right? When I first got this game, I wanted to give it a solid chance. I wanted to give it as much opportunity as it could to prove itself. I gave it every chance I could, and I went out of my way to 100%
sponge.
complete this game when it first came out. Why fix glitches when there is a day one patch? The humble day one patch? I don't know, man. Right? So, around when this game came out, I was trying to 100% complete this shit. God, do I fucking hate that I did that to myself, but I fucking went ahead and tried to do it to see every little thing. I saw a lot of big issues, like, for example, the animations during the Robot Sandy boss fight visibly just stop. Right? I think the third phase is the worst, because you, like... What you're supposed to do is, like, wait for the Robot Sandy to do, like, an elbow drop, and then you slam on the ground, and then they'll bounce up and start holding their head, because it gets knocked off from that. And you're supposed to use this to hit underneath the head. Right? Right. The thing is, when you do this, it just doesn't animate at all.
Just my
It seriously doesn't animate at all. The animation feels the need to completely finish, and then it'll switch immediately to the taking damage animation. After you've already landed the hit, and completely landed, and just, like, walked away at that point. Ah, oh, fuck, I spilled mild sauce all over me. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. And there are issues like that constantly, everywhere in this game. Like, honestly, the game as a whole ends up looking worse, sloppier, and lazier because of how many of those sorts of glitches and just general graphical fuck-ups there are in this game. It's insane! And another thing, this is an important difference. Notice how that platform doesn't have grass on it. Okay, sure, who cares? Notice how all of the out-of-bounds area does not have grass on it. I was watching a streamer play this game, and he was getting all sorts of confused because in the original game, all of the areas you could walk on made it pretty obvious you could walk on them. Here, you can't tell, because this part, which looks like I shouldn't be able to walk on it, looks the same as all the parts where I am not supposed to walk on it. I know that that's kind of a... It sounds like a petty complaint on the surface, but it's like, communicating to the player is very important. You know? If they can't figure out where they can and cannot walk, that's like a big fucking problem. And again, that's an issue everywhere in this game. But all of that is all completely beside the point.
like a new sponge.
Because the most important thing is the fact that I, as I previously mentioned, tried to 100% complete this game.
It shines.
Now, near the end of my experience, I had 99 golden
Patrick will be
spatulas.
glad to have this
I
back.
wanted to get all 100, but I was having trouble with one very specific one in the kelp forest, which is like the second to last level in the game, excluding the final boss. Right? But since I couldn't find it, I decided I would just finish up the game and then see the ending, and then go through again, get that last spatula, and then do the final boss again. Right? So I go to the kelp forest, and I'm looking around for that final golden spatula. Multiple times across all of the areas in that game, in that level. Every single one. And I'm not seeing anything. I'm going through every single part, thoroughly checking every single corner, and I'm not seeing anything. So eventually I just say, oh fuck it, I'll just look it up. I shouldn't have to, because by this point, I've 100% completed the regular game so many times I practically know it off the top of my head, but fuck it. I'll look it up, because I can't find it. Right? So I see it's the golden spatula titled Down in the Swamp or something. Right? So I go do that. The golden spatula isn't there. I don't know how to tell you this. It did not exist anymore. Because I just forgot to grab it the first time I went through that level. The developers thought it was a good idea to completely delete that golden spatula. It simply did not exist anymore. And I could not 100% complete the game because they just deleted one of the golden spatulas. It was just gone. Never to be seen again. Never to be collected. That save file was 100% fucked. It just wasn't there anymore. There was nothing I could do about it. The only way I could 100% the game at that point would be to start a brand new save file and do
Bubble Buddy!
every
Gosh,
little
everyone is trying to help
thing
out today.
from the very beginning through every single little part of this game. And I did it. And then I fucking copied my save file over the fucking 99% one because I was so fucking furious that I would have to deal with that just being there forever now. But I did it out of nothing more than spite. Because how do you fuck that up? How do you just delete
Fresh,
an
like a spring
important
breeze.
item like that
I feel like a new sponge.
and just not just I think that was like the honest to God last straw with me and this game. Just going back and trying for so long to get that one last golden spatula so I could finally be done with it, and then just being said, do it again, but better. I was fucking livid, and I literally went back through and 100% completed the entire game again out of spite, just because of how fucking terrible that was.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
It's just... Long story short,
You've just met the
Battle for
Sponginator.
Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is a shit remake. But the history goes a little bit further than that. Because you know what? After Rehydrated was released, the developers of this game, Purple Lamp Studios, they released another SpongeBob game, SpongeBob and the Cosmic Shake. And when I saw that was coming out, I was not excited at all. I didn't care less. I was skeptical
like a
at
new
best
sponge.
because of this game. So Cosmic Shake fucking rules, by the way. Is it just me, or does this boss theme got Deltarune vibes? I think that might just be you, Arizona. I don't know about that. But yeah, SpongeBob and the Cosmic Shake. Great game. Honest to God, worthy successor to the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. I just... Honest to God, I don't know how the fuck that happened. I would say that Cosmic Shake is better than the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. So, like, what the fuck, Purple Lamp? If you're gonna
Fresh
play
like
a
a spring
SpongeBob game,
breeze.
play Battle for
Pretty.
Bikini Bottom.
Cat,
And then
cat,
play
cat.
Cosmic Shake, because it's actually decent, despite the fact that it was made by the same people who made this. I mean, it feels a little bit janky and not as polished as Battle for Bikini Bottom does, but, like, it's actually a really fun and enjoyable game, and it's well made. I guess that just shows what happens when you're allowed to do what you want for your own SpongeBob game, as opposed to just copying someone else and trying to copy that and do it as good as they did it, which they failed. But, like, still, I just don't understand how that happens. Not just the fact that
Love
this
opening
one is so
presents.
terrible, but the fact that they followed it up with the game so good. So honestly good. Like, I'm excited for the next SpongeBob game, which I think is already out, which is, Titans of the Tide, I think? I actually, like, I want to play that. I played Cosmic Shake. I'll probably scream. I'll probably stream Cosmic Shake at some point, and we'll go all the way through. Because I like that game. It's a good game. It's a fun game. I enjoyed it. So, like, what happened with this one? Just so... This whole situation is just so confusing and weird and just... I got the Deltarune brain rot, Deltarune tomorrow. Yeah, the moment that I noticed that at the very start of 2026, your Discord status said Deltarune tomorrow, I knew it was about to start all over again. I knew exactly what was about to happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so much better.
But yeah. Either way, regardless.
Anything for my best friend Squidward. Can I rub some on?
What if I just gave you this?
Regardless, Battle from Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is just not a good Battle from Bikini Bottom version. It's not even a very good SpongeBob game, or a game in general. It's just not great. If you want to play this game, just play the original on one of the other versions. But also, Purple Lamp Studios have kind of redeemed themselves, in my opinion. Cosmic Shake and probably Titans of the Tide. Like, at the very least, I know for a fact, Cosmic Shake, honestly just a great game. Really enjoyable, really fun. And it's just like, it's crazy that it came from the same people who made this, you know? This is like if Super Mario Odyssey was made by the same team that made Hotel Mario. Like, how the fuck? What happened? What changed? Either way, I think that's about all I can, like, mentally handle of this game. I think I'm good. I think you're probably good too. Let's be real. This is not a good version of this game. Will I stream or record either Cosmic Shake or Titans of the Tide? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. I enjoyed those a lot more than this one. But I, honest to God, while I was playing this today, did not remember it being anywhere near as bad as it was here. Like, I remembered it being bad, but it felt like every moment playing this, it was just so much worse than I remembered. And I didn't remember it being good in the beginning, in the very first place. So how we got to this point, I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna go get some rest. You guys get some rest too. And I hope that you guys all play some good SpongeBob games in your spare time. Some good ones. You know what? Let's recommend a weird one. You guys should go play SpongeBob SquarePants Employee of the Month for the PC. It's a point-and-click adventure game starring SpongeBob, and it's pretty good. We need more SpongeBob point-and-click adventures. Honestly, I could see it working out. Those could be fun. Anyway, that's about it. I will see you guys next time. Peace.